Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me for another nutrition class for the end of January. I'm so happy to be here again with you all. I'm truly grateful and thankful for that. Today, we're going to wrap up the menu with some cute, easy to make hash brown quiche cups. I thought we'd continue with our little breakfast brunch theme, but really we know we can eat this any time of the day. So you will need a couple of ingredients, and they're so easy to get, and you may or may not already have them in your home. But you are going to need some frozen hash brown potatoes. Thaw them out in advance. You'll need 2 types of cheese, Asiago as well as a Colby for later. We're going to use some fresh chives, spinach. You will need 4 eggs, and then the topping of your choice. And we're going to go with some crumbled bacon on top, but we'll get into that a little bit later. You're going to need 2 mixing bowls, and you will need to have a muffin tin. Whether you prefer a metal or silicone or a cute little bun, whatever you want to do, that's all you need for this super, super easy recipe. So we're going to do the part 1 is going to be with our potatoes, Asiago cheese, and 1 egg. This is going to build our beautiful little crust that we're going to form into a cute little nest in our muffin tin. And then we're going to bake that in our oven. You want to have your oven already going, getting it nice and hot. You're going to bake that for about 17 to 18 minutes, depending on your oven type. So again, I'm just going to crack 1 egg off to the side so no shells are in it. And it never fails. I have a little shell. And I'm going to put this in. This is your part 1. We're going to mix this together with a whisk, making sure the potatoes, that egg, and the cheese are all well blended. At this point, if you wish to add salt and pepper, you can do so. I'm not going to do salt because we're going to put crumbled bacon on top, and that will have a little bit of salt in it, so I don't want to put too much into my crust. So once you have everything mixed in, incorporated, looking good, I'm going to give it a few more. I'm just going to crack a little pepper because we happen to enjoy pepper in our foods. So as you can see, I mixed it all together, and that's all it's going to look like. A little bit wet, but that's perfectly fine. You're going to take your muffin tin or pan, spray it with some cooking spray. I'm just going to take my smallest scoop, I'm using the 4th, and I'm just going to gently make a couple of scoops like this and put it right into my cup. And depending on what size muffin tin you're using, you could do more or less. But this right here will give you 6. And ideally, you're going to want to at least eat 2 of these delicious little quiches at your breakfast or your brunch. So I'm just going to fill them up. And again, this is a little bit of a smaller muffin little pan than my usual metal one I use, but it'll still have the same end result. So once you get all of that mixture of the potato, Asiago cheese, and that 1 egg into your little muffin tins, a little bit more I don't want to leave behind. All right, I'm just going to take my fingers, just 4 of them, and I'm going to gently press it in and form a little cup. So all you want to do is make this really compact, press it down, and form a little cup, because that's going to be holding your quiche filling. And once you do all your little muffin tins like this, and it's okay if they all don't match, that's what makes it unique and fun and definitely made with love. It's going to create, I'm going to borrow a little bit from that one. It's going to create a nice little scoop. Alrighty, so now I have all of them scooped out, and as you can see, it's a little hole in there, and that's going to be used later on. So once this is good to go, put it in your oven. Again, depending on your oven, you may need to go 17, maybe 20 minutes for this. Put it right in. And you're gonna let that brown. We already went ahead and browned them in advance. As you can see, there's a nice little crust around it. It's gonna easily come right out when it's time. And it's pretty, it's a light golden brown. So all you wanna do is give it a light golden brown in your oven. So at this point, you're all set to start working on the actual filling. So again, for the filling, you're gonna need to roughly chop up your spinach, your chives. Now you're gonna use your Colby Jack cheese, and we're gonna top this with a little bit of bacon for a little yumminess afterwards. And you use 3 eggs for this part of it. So I'm gonna get right into this, crack my 3 eggs. And like always, if you're not feeling any of these ingredients, what makes it nice, you can customize it and just put what you want in here and swap out perhaps your cheeses, or maybe not add any of the meat afterwards. You can totally do whatever you prefer. Alrighty, so here are my 3 eggs. I'm gonna put this right in here. I like to give my eggs a little beat first, so that way they're blended. Once I just quickly do that, I'm gonna start throwing in my other ingredients. So in goes the cheese. Give that a quick little turn, blend it in. And you can see that little quiche is getting a little bit thicker. Throw in my chopped spinach. And finally, the chives. And I simply scissor cut my chives. It was a good suggestion from my husband this morning. It made it a little bit easier just to get it done quicker. So here I am. I have all my mixture for my quiche right here. And I'm just gonna continue to blend it all in. And once you have it pretty much folded in, blended, now is the time you're gonna go back to your muffin pan with your little crusty, yummy little quiche bottoms here. And this is where I'm just gonna take my scoop again, and I'm gonna scoop the egg mixture right in here. And again, this is so easy to do. It's another good idea for meal prepping. If you're got busy day in the morning, you could do this the night before, put them in a little dish and bring them with you to go and just reheat them to eat. It's just something that works so well, and there's so many different options to do with it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a little second scoop on those I feel may need it. And like I mentioned earlier, we did not add the salt. I mean, then again, you have the cheeses as well, but we are gonna put a little bit of bacon on top because we like our bacon. And then they will go into the oven and cook for an additional 6 to 8 minutes. I'm just gonna top all of them with some crumbled bacon. All right, and they will go, like I said, I baked these for an additional 10 more minutes. I popped them into the oven. Just gonna go over here. We can take a quick peek. As you can see, let me just pull them out a little bit for you. Our little tin here, they're getting a little bit brown. Not yet. They will need to go a little bit longer, like I mentioned. So once those are done, you're gonna pop in your quiches that are already ready to go. Another 10 more minutes that'll take. And the end result is absolutely beautiful. These are your little Hash Brown Mini Quiches. As I mentioned, they're gorgeous. 2 of these are 180 calories. You got your protein right there. It's a great way to start your day. So thank you so much for joining me again. Again, I appreciate all of you and your feedback and your input. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next month. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care, stay warm. Bye.